The end of May also means the end of spring climbing season at Mount Everest. Hundreds of climbers have made the trek to the summit of the world's tallest mountain again this year, a feat first achieved 72 years ago. The talk at Everest over the last couple of weeks has been about a group of British climbers who made the trip from London to the peak and back in less than a week. So how did they do it so fast? And why are some people not so thrilled? NBC's Camila Bernal has our Sunday focus.
At an elevation of nearly 30,000 feet, Mount Everest stands as a breathtaking symbol of nature's grandeur and mankind's ambition to conquer it.
Everest conquered.
Adventurers Tenzing Norgay and Edmund Hillary first reached the summit on May 29, 1953. And since then, the mountain has been a siren call for generations of climbers who usually spend 5 to 6 weeks on Everest, climbing from base camp to higher elevations and back again, allowing their bodies to get used to the lack of oxygen. So a group of British climbers rocked the climbing community last month when they reached the summit in less than a week. They say their secret weapon was xenon gas, which they claim, when inhaled, helps climbers acclimatize much quicker to higher altitudes.
The only reason why we are working with xenon and why we are using this is to make the climb safer, to protect the climbers from high altitude sickness.
Whether the gas really helps climbers get used to lower oxygen at higher altitudes is still up for debate, and there's not enough medical research to back it. The gas sparking fierce debate among climbers.
I think in general it's a fairly negative response from the climbing community.
Rob Casserly is a mountaineer and former guide who has successfully climbed Everest 8 times. He fears the gas could lead to a huge influx of inexperienced climbers on the mountain.
People turn up to Everest thinking they can do it in 4 to 6 days safely. High chance that it won't be the case. So it's going to lead expeditions into danger, and it means other expeditions then have to get involved in rescues.
The Sherpas who guide the climbers to the summit, often carrying their heaviest equipment, have long warned of overcrowding and the garbage left behind. But Lucas Furtenbach, who organized the record-breaking climb, says xenon gas could help cut down on human waste.
If people spend 1 week there compared to 8 weeks, it is a 75% reduction of human waste.
But there are also ethical questions. The president of the Nepal Mountaineering Association saying in part, climbing in just 4 or 5 days goes against traditional values and norms that we Sherpas have always held.
That's what I think is being lost in this discussion about getting to the summit in 4 to 6 days. That's not the spirit of expeditioning.
The central question's now whether the summit's glory is diminished when shortcuts are taken, or if using xenon gas really makes mountains like Everest and all its majesty more accessible to a new generation of climbers.
And Camila joins me now live. Camila, good morning. As you say, the use of this gas widely could be a game changer, opening Mount Everest to more climbers. But do experts believe it really gives that much of an edge?
Yeah, so Willie, when it comes to performance, xenon gas can increase the production of a hormone EPO, which encourages the body to produce more red blood cells, which means the body is able to carry more oxygen, and that oxygen is key for Everest. The problem is there's not enough medical research to back that. There are some experts who say it doesn't help much, citing previous studies of the hormone EPO on both runners and mountain climbers, and the test subjects did not record any benefits. Doctors also warn that if xenon is administered incorrectly, it could be dangerous or even deadly. So was the xenon gas responsible for them getting to the summit so quickly, or was it that intense training in a low oxygen environment that helped them beforehand? There's still a lot we just don't know about xenon, especially if it's effective and, more importantly, safe. Willie?
Yeah, those guys were pretty impressive, even without the gas. British Special Operations soldiers. Fascinating look at this. Camila Bernal, thanks so much, Camila.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.